What did you say his power level is? It's over 9,000! 9,000?! There's no way that can be right! It can't!
What is up, guys? This is your boy Jeff coming to you from Reno, Nevada. As you can see on the map, pretty long ride today on the LORENTZ Major. I really wanted to see how much of this battery I could deplete. It is a big 1500 kilowatt monster beast, and I got in about 27 miles with 1 bar on the remote left and 3 little bars on the Ironman heart on the board. So I probably could have gone at least another couple miles easily. Most of the time, gear 2, cruising at 30 miles an hour. I feel like I've really gotten a good handle on this board, so 30 miles an hour is very manageable, and I did tweak back the tightness of the truck a bit. Today I wasn't really meaning to go out for an actual range test. I did want to get out here for a while because yesterday was pretty short. We hit in the rain and I knew I just had a short pocket window to actually get out here today. So I want to just get out, do a semi-long ride, which actually ended up being a lot longer than I was really expecting to be able to get in with the storm clouds coming in, which you can kind of see in the distance there. Those clouds are definitely just black. Today, with loosening up the actual trucks front and rear by about a quarter of a turn, it really kind of livened up the board a bit more and didn't really affect the stability at 30 miles an hour. As long as you keep your feet really central on the board, like right here, you can keep a lot of stability while going fast on these boards. The wheelbase is really long, unlike the Andre Velar, which does kind of tamper your ability to go full bore at 30 miles an hour. This board, as long as you keep your feet central, it doesn't really have the turn radius though, because of the long wheelbase. However, if you just get your feet both right on the edge, you can really rocket this thing around, and the turn radius is pretty sharp. It's not quite like super sharp like a short board, but you can still manage to turn this thing around within a street. No board is perfect, but the LORENTZ Major does get awfully close. Just being able to get out into the desert in this desolate area with some fairly big climbs, and just knowing that you can get home, that you do have enough battery. A lot of other boards, I wouldn't dare venturing out this far into these realms where we do have reservoirs in the Nevada Valley and just feel confident that I can get back. So just being able to combine a good carving board with range, something that you can carry around. I mean, it's not the easiest one to carry, but it's definitely not unmanageable. So just having that reliability where you can ride through a downpour like I did yesterday and just get in 30 plus miles. Even further, if you just baby the thing, I mean, I am not babying these boards at all. I'm usually like accelerating pretty hard. I am stopping, I'm not kicking the board. I'm riding over sandy sections like this, where it looks firm, but it's actually pretty soft, as you'll see it in a little bit, where I do sink into some mud, and it just cakes over the wheels, the board. Like it really must have hampered the motors and everything work so much harder. So I'm gonna come around this corner, I'm just gonna eat it right here, just stop. It just sunk into the mud, and it was kind of like that, and you can just see the mud just caked on the tires right here, just trying to speed it up, do a little burnout just to get some of the mud off, and here it just flings everywhere. So sections like that will eat through your battery probably even more than grass. And the thing still had plenty of juice when I got back. Right here is just purely for illustrative use. Just how you can get that front foot way off to the side of the board and just really put a lot of pressure into that front wheel, even just getting right on your heel. You can get that thing to turn really sharp heel side. You can on toe side also, but you kind of need to get both feet really onto the edge and just lean it over. You can't be going too slow. But even like here, this is super tight right through here, and I was able to just maneuver right around that sand pile and then right over onto the bridge. I mean, all this stuff fairly tight, not really too much of a problem. You do need a little bit more confidence just keeping your speed up to get around the corners. And then you can just rail through sections like this where it's kind of washboardy a little bit. This was like, looks like a brand new path that they're going to pave eventually. So it wasn't that smooth at all. Looks like there's just a bunch of cracks, old pavement. They're ripping up some of the others and putting down fresh dirt that looked like it was somewhat hard packed. Still kind of washboardy. They kind of throw you around a little bit. But just staying real central on the board does wonders. And just not adjusting your feet, making sure that they are stable where you want them, wherever that might be, and just kind of locking in that position. It's when you try to move around your feet a lot, when you're going high speed, that's when you get into trouble. So as you can see here, it's just like really bouncing around. But I was able to get my front foot planted and then my back really just kind of tucked in to that little concave up a bit, and it just flew right on through. I was really trying to go down every side road I could find, every little trail just to explore, just to get through more of this battery pack. It is definitely not easy, and eventually you just kind of run out of time and roads. Just the fact that I can carve this thing, maneuver it around, and have the range also, be able to really go into the mountains or wherever you want on trails. These aren't the right tires and wheels for it, but it does definitely have that ability. And just as you can see here, just getting your foot way over the edge, you can really carve this thing over and then right over. Just these little micro adjustments with your feet, and you can just maneuver this board with pinpoint accuracy. Well, that is about it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it and getting all the way to the end. Remember, I think these skills are something that you could take on with any board, not just the LORENTZ, but really just kind of play around with the board, get out there, have fun, play around on the board, moving your feet, staying mobile, dynamic, and there really is no right way to ride these things. It's all about just finding your own personal style.